If you're in the market for an affordable Visa card with great rewards though, well, don't look any further. I got you covered. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm yours truly, the Coin Baron, and in this video, I want to update you on the Crypto.com Ruby Red Visa card. And we will do so by looking at the requirements, at the rewards, and also what the competition is doing. Anyways, let's get right into the requirements. To get a metal Visa card by Crypto.com, unfortunately, you do have to pay an upfront fee. And well, you can actually find it over here down below on the website if you go to compare the tiers. And there, well, we do see all cards, the Ruby Red card. And it mentions over here a Crow lockup. And a Crow lockup, well, it's not actually a fee. As it mentions, it's a lockup. So a lockup or lockup means the holding of CRO in your Crypto.com app wallet for at least a period of 6 months. So in this case, actually, for the Ruby Red card, you would have to get the equivalent of 350 euros of CRO in your app wallet. So that's the requirement, really. If you live in a country that doesn't use euros, well, you can also find your equivalent over here on the screen. To clarify things a bit more, after those 6 months of lockup period, you won't lose the CRO. The CRO is in your savings wallet, and you can actually use it later on after the 6 months to sell it or do other things with it. So it is still yours to keep. Since you now know the requirements, it's time to calculate the return on investment. And we do so by looking at the rewards. Again, you can find the rewards on the page over here, and they are quite straightforward. It mentions you have a 1% cashback in CRO on every purchase you do, with a maximum though of $25 US. However, not all the purchases will give you a reward. For example, paying off your mortgage is excluded from any cashback. So I don't think you'll actually hit those $25 US limit. And if you do, well, we need to have a word about your spending habits. Having said that though, it is really hard to come up with one average cashback return, as everyone's spending habits are different. So what we'll do with this video and all the next videos, we assume you spent $10,000 US on a yearly basis on, for example, groceries, gasoline, or whatever. So with 10,000 spent and a 1% cashback, well, you will return $100 US on a yearly basis. That's not all though. If we take a look at the rewards page, we can also see some more card benefits. And one of these is free Spotify actually for the first 6 months. So Spotify actually will give you a reimbursement of a maximum amount of $14 US. And let's say you use the maximum amount, you would actually get $84 US in return for using Spotify. Furthermore, if you create a Crypto.com account using my referral link in the description down below, you will also earn a $25 US welcome bonus. So I got you covered on that one as well. With that in mind, it's time to calculate the total rewards for spending with the card for 1 year. And let's start with the cashback on groceries, for example. That will actually net you $100 US in CRO. Then 6 months of Spotify will save you $84 US. And then finally, we have the welcome fee of $25 US as well. That totals up to $209 US. If we actually get our calculators, it seems it will actually give you an ROI of more than 50%, which is not too shabby at all. To earn back the total investment of $400 US, that will take you 2 more years, so 3 years in total. And again, that's also not too bad. But that is assuming that CRO is remaining stable. And of course, well, CRO is not known for being stable. But honestly, I do see that as a positive thing, as CRO is probably going up from this point onward. So take it also into consideration. Finally, it's time to talk about the competition. What are other players doing in the market? And let's start with the biggest one, which is Binance. The Binance platform also have their own crypto cards available. And they work with a similar system where you need to hold the exchange token, well, BNB in this case, to earn a certain amount of cashback. And well, it's not entirely comparable, but the second card level over here, that is the most comparable in this case. BNB, 1 BNB is currently worth around $200, $300 US. So that will be the closest one to the Ruby Red tier. Anyways, that tier will net you a 2% cashback. So that one is definitely better. However, be aware, this cashback is capped to 15, euros actually monthly. Currently, one BNB is worth 237 US dollars. So we can again calculate the ROI. So assuming we spend 10,000 US dollars again, we will hit the cap of 15 US dollars every month. We'll do 15 times 12 months. So the yearly reward will be 180 US dollars. So if we divide that by the current price of it, so 237 for one BNB, that would mean an ROI of 75%. So that's better that we get with Crypto.com. However, it's not completely comparable because, of course, in the first year, you will get a higher actual reward for Crypto.com using their card. Another competitor over here is Plutus. And while Plutus offers multiple kind of tiers, so Hero, Veteran, Legend, they are quite expensive as they require, for example, over here for the first one, 325 PLU, and one PLU is 7 US dollars. So that is quite expensive. However, you can also get the free one, the starter tier, and that will cost you nothing per month, but will earn you 3% on your crypto. Unfortunately, though, it is only up to 250 US dollars a month. However, if you spend it every month, you will earn up to 90 US dollars every year. And actually going quite close to the 100 you will earn for the Ruby Red card every year. Overall, I do think we can conclude there is quite some competition in the markets for those crypto cards. But I do have to mention that many of the cards are not available in all these regions. In my experience, the Crypto.com card is available in most regions, while for example Plutus is only available in the EU, and for example the Binance card isn't available in many countries in the EU. That also brings me to the conclusion, and I think it's a hard nut to crack. If you want to invest into CRO, I think it's a no-brainer to start lightly with the Ruby Red card because it has a great ROI. But there is fierce competition. If we're in here just for the rewards, I think it would be more wise to check out the competition, as for example, Plutus offers quite some crazy rewards with no upfront cost. So definitely check that one out. Overall though, I'm a big fan of Crow and I definitely recognize there is some growth coming up in the next few years, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, but I would mainly recommend getting the card if you're just getting your feet wet in the Crypto.com ecosystem as your first small investment. I would prefer going a bit deeper into the ecosystem by going one tier higher, for example, to Royal Indigo or Jade Green, but we'll discuss that in a different video. For now, guys, I hope you know enough and let me know in the comments down below what you personally think about, this card. But that's me, I'm the Coin Baron, and I will see you in the next video. Till then.